Hey there guys, I'm going to be farming in this video the Morgana Elite and Pro version for the unit mission. I already finished off the legendary version for all 18 units. I've got a video of how I did that one unit at a time. Now we're going to be cycling 3 units at a time for Elite and Pro. I'm only going to show Elite because Pro is the same thing but easier. So we're going to jump in here and we're going to take 3 units at a time. We're going to take our own unit and we're just going to grab a random 3-star. They don't need to do anything. And we're going to grab some more random 3-stars. Again, just units that you haven't taken before, and it doesn't really matter which ones they are. Now, one of them we're going to give Bushido Freedom to. So we're going to go ahead and over here and stick on Bushido Freedom. So Bushido Freedom, and we're going to make sure they have enough MP to cast it. As you can see, this costs 60, and she doesn't have 60 MP. So we'll just stick a piece of flat MP gear so that she can cast this. There we go. Enough MP. The rest of the gear doesn't matter on these units. So Chao, Kaito, and Elena are going to be our core setup for doing this. So let's get in here and I'll show it. Then I'll show the gear at the end of the clear. Okay, so the first thing is there's an AoE ambush huge in peril. So we're going to Bushido our own party with a low-level unit to get rid of that imperil. Hopefully the low-level unit doesn't kill anyone. If they kill your own units, that's fine. Just don't kill the big guys. Okay, the rest of the units can just punch. Don't guard. If you guard, you're going to basically have a game over. So just punch the units. If they die, who cares? They're just here for bonus. So Chao, after your Bushido, is going to guard dog, True Guardian, and Most Loyal. Elena is going to Lux Overflow, Celestial Brilliance, and Stella Marie. This does kind of require an EX3 Elena. Kaito is going to start in the base, go to the shift. He's going to do Downpour, Torrential Force, and Deep Submersion. Okay, and Kaito's wearing a holy weapon, by the way. Okay, some attacks that Chao is going to counter. Now, if the low-level guys die, we don't care. We really don't care. Chao is going to be countering a decent chunk. We're not full counter build. We are using a little bit of counter, so this is going to take a second or two. That's just for morale fill. It'll speed up the clear a little bit. So this clear is going to be about 4 turns, maybe 5, but probably about 4. Anyway, so some counters on Chao. You know, filling the morale makes it a little bit quicker, a little bit easier. So once he finishes, our low-level carry guys are just going to punch. They're all naked. They're not here to contribute. They're here literally just for getting credit for the bonus. Just don't guard them. So just punch those guys. They've served their purpose. Chao is now going to re-raise himself. Then he's going to Encouraging Light for the Light Amplify. And then True Guardian. Elena is now going to triple Gemini Blade. And Kaito is going to triple Torrential Blade Storm. Check every now and then if the boss is still broken, because sometimes the boss cures her breaks. I don't know why, but every now and then she seems to cure her breaks for some reason. So if she did cure her breaks, use a deep submersion as the first attack on your Kaito in the turn. There go the low-level guys. You know, we don't care. Whatever. It's fine. So Chao's going to sit here and counter a bit. Not a problem. Now, one thing to keep in mind is Elena's Light Imbue is only a 3-turn Imbue. So we have 1 more turn of her Imbue, and then it's going to wear off. And I'll show you what we're going to do when that happens. Let Chao counter for just a sec. Okay, I can see that the boss is still broken, so we don't have to worry about that. We can just straight up damage with Kaito. So Kaito will Torrential Blade Storm 3 times. Chao will do, we'll do Focused Inspiration. I should have done that last turn. That was my mistake that I forgot. Whoops. And we'll do some Morale Fill, and we'll chain it up again, deal some damage. So now the boss is going to start doing the Ghastly Nightmare, which is going to kill our tank, but he's got Re-Raise. Just make sure you always reapply Re-Raise on Chao after he dies. She's not doing Ghastly Nightmare. I thought it was guaranteed. I guess it's just an RNG chance. I have never seen her not do it. But she didn't do it. Okay, well, whatever. Who cares? Alright, so, well, interesting. Normally she casts Ghastly Nightmare. This time she didn't. If she had cast it, you know, whatever, Chow would have re-raised. So in case Chow did die, he would come back, re-raise himself, and then put up True Guardian and Most Loyal again. Like I said, Elena's Imbue is now gone, so we're just going to shift her. We're actually going to use the shift form. And the shift form is going to just triple the light element Bolting Strike, because it's already a naturally light element, and we'll triple Blade Storm. Make sure the boss does have the break still. The boss's breaks are still there, so good. So we'll deal some damage. And this should be the end of the boss. If it's not, it's not. Okay, we'll go one more turn. No big deal. So here comes the boss. There's the Ghastly Nightmare. Some Absolution attacks on... oh, hey, Chow. Chow gutched it. Whatever. There he goes. He died again. So he came back. Whatever. Funny. Not a big deal. Oh, Elena is not wearing enough Dark Resist in the shift form. Whoops. I guess I should have given her a little bit more Dark Resist so that she never ever is at risk of dying. Anyway, so the boss is still broken, it looks like. Yep, still broken. So we'll just chain it up again and Torrential Blade Storm. And there it is. So that was a 5-turn clear. And I'll do one more just to show you, and then I'll show you the gear at the end. You know, you can skip for timestamps if you just want to see the final result. But there we go. I'm actually going to fix Elena's Dark Resist in the shift form because I don't want her to ever die, and she almost died there. Her Dark Resist is a little bit low. So here's the results. Elena very much carries that. Kaito does a decent chunk as well. And we got a extra 3 units. We're now at 8. So I'll do one more clear. Same concept. So Elite version. We go back in. We grab our own unit. We just grab one we haven't taken yet. And then we swap out these guys up here. So we'll just swap you. Oh, we just took her, didn't we? Yep, we just took her. Don't click the same guys. So we'll just bring one of these. And we'll bring one of these. We'll bring you. One of these, we're going to stick the Bushido Freedom. That's the only gearing we need to do. So Bushido Freedom. And we make sure they have enough MP. This guy doesn't. Now he does. And real quick, we're going to fix Elena's shift form. That is going to swap this out for Black Eye. Because this gives Dark Resist and Attack and Magic. There we go. 80 Dark Resist. So now we have no chance of dying in the shift form. Okay, let's do another clear real quick. Same thing. So depending on variance, depending on RNG, you might or might not kill it on turn 4. But usually it'll be like a turn 5 clear. But whatever. Anyway, so we'll go ahead and Bushido our own team. Get it done. Killed himself. Don't care. The rest of these guys will punch. We will cover True Guardian, Most Loyal. We shift Kaito. We do Torrential, Force, and Deep. Elena will Lux, Stella, and Brilliance. And okay. And then we just chain it up for a few turns. And you know, just keep an eye out if the boss, for some reason, cures her breaks. I have no idea why she cured her breaks that one time. Maybe I might have used like a Dispel by accident and I just didn't realize it. I don't know. It's a little bit slowish with this. Alright, I'm going to actually cut the video here. I'm not going to show you the whole clear. It's literally the exact same. Just make the video longer than it needs to be. I'm going to skip to the end, and I'll show you the gear. I'll show you the gear right now, actually. Okay, that way I don't have to do any editing. So Chow in the base form is using some Dark, Light, Wind, and Ice Resist. Some counter gear, not the full counter build, but there we go. Passive Provoke, Evasion, Staff for the resistances, a Morale card, Status Immunity, Evasion, there we go. Naked. Kaito in the base form is using some auto buffing, Empress Rod, Treasured Ring, some auto buff, Hess, Lights, Wisdom, a good card. Shift form is just damage. And we have 70% or better dark resist. You need we're using an 80% buff, so 70 dark resist in their DPS form. That's all the resist they need, and he's using a two-handed holy sword. So holy sword, two-handed. If you don't own this, just give him the best holy weapon you have, because we're not doing imbue. Or you could bring one of your bonus units that have a holy imbue. So like Cetra Aerith or Ling or whoever you want that can just imbue holy, and it'll make it a little bit easy. And there we go. And then, his killers, 275 human, 275 fairy. And then Elena, in the base form, is using a two-handed sword. She's doing her own sword imperil. The boss doesn't cure weapon imperils, so there we go. 70 or better dark resist. Hybrid build. Hidden power. We are going double hand for this one with the dazzling card. Shift form is the same thing. 80 dark resist or 70 or better. Double-handed build with her intrinsic ability, some spirit killer, etc. And she's got, in the shift form, she's maxed on both. I think the base form is a tiny bit short on killers. The base form is 300 human, 175 fairy, because she's double-hand. And there we go. So there was the way I'm doing the 18 unit clear on Elite and Pro. Hope it helps. See you next time.